especially in the dormer, is number one, it's energy efficiency. Okay, so it basically the insulation rolls, which is the wool insulation, this yellow one here. You're going to need the Celotex, which is moving on. Let me tell you a little bit about the barriers as well, because when you hey, what's happening guys, Indieman here. Welcome to my video, to my channel. Those who are new to my channel, let me introduce myself. I've been investing in property for past 10 years now, over a decade, and for the past couple of years I have been teaching people how to get into property using various strategies what I have used in the past decade as well. Okay, so this video is all about insulations. It's very informative. Make sure you watch the video till the end, and if you like the video and you do get some knowledge from this video, make sure you smash the like button, okay, and do subscribe to the channel as well if you like it. So I'm going to tell you about dormer insulation today mainly. That's what this video is about. So the benefits, first of all, of having a dormer or any insulation in the house, especially in the dormer, is number one, it's energy efficiency. Okay, so it basically it saves cost in the long run. Your energy bills will be less because less heat will escape the property. Okay, and it's the EPC rating of your property will go up as well if you got good insulation. And as I'm building a HMO here, it's basically a requirement by the local authorities as well. Okay, and thirdly is the comfort as well. When you put insulation into the property, the heat is staying in, the rooms are warmer, tenants don't have to use too much heating to warm their rooms up, and their comfort as well. All right, so all this is very beneficial for your tenants, for your staff in the long run. So having a good insulation in the property is very important. Okay, so I'm going to show you around. I'm on the first floor of my refurb at the moment. Sorry, there's no script, so mind lots of places at the same time. So I can turn the camera around first of all. This is the first floor of the property. At the moment we're just finishing off the first fix electrics. As you can see, the big pipes are coming, the white ones, and there's small pipes leading off those pipes there to go into the various radiators and various rooms. Okay, so like for example, this is a bedroom. This pipe's smaller. There's a 15 mil pipe there, but there's a 22, a big pipe there. Okay, but that's different topic altogether about plumbing. But right now we're talking about insulation. So I'm going to take you upstairs into the dormer. So this is the new staircase we got going into the dormer here. And as we come into the dormer, you can see all the Celotex on the walls and wool insulation in the partition, and some in the ceiling as well. Okay, just right there. So this is Celotex insulation. It's 100 mil thick. So we have to put that in the roof, and then we have to put another layer. So we got this on the walls as well, and we got another layer of insulation on the walls as well. Okay, so this is the materials what we're using. So to put the loft insulation or any insulation in the property, basically you need the right size of insulation to start with. You need the right tools to complete all the task. For example, you're going to need a step ladder, you're going to need some screws, you're going to need a cordless, and you're going to need a proper knife which cuts the insulation, because at certain points you have to cut it at various angles. So you need a sharp knife which cuts it properly, which is one of these bad boys lying here in the window there. the builders just left it there. They've gone to have their lunch, so I thought I'll make this video for the time being. And you're gonna need obviously the insulation rolls, which is the wool insulation, this yellow one here. You're gonna need the Celotex, which is this one here. You're gonna need a measuring tape. You're gonna need protective gear, for example. You're gonna need gloves, mask. You're gonna need the adhesive, staple gun, and safety goggles as well. Okay, but that's going really too much into it. I'm not gonna go that much into it because I'm not teaching you guys how to do the insulation here. I'm just teaching you how you can insulate the dormer, what's required, what kind of insulation, and why we use it. Okay, so first of all, obviously the whole area has got to be prepared like this one was, and you need to obviously seal all the cracks and gaps to prevent any air leakage, all right, to start with. So for example, here now, certain parts you can see that we need one sec. At certain parts, as you can see, my light's gone off. That's come back on now. Thank you guys. So certain parts we got Celotex, that silver one, and at certain areas we've got this yellow wool insulation. Okay, that's because that's the requirement of the local authorities we're working with. They've asked for the Celotex insulation first on certain areas of the dormer, which we have done, and then after that rest of the area is gonna covered with the rock wool. Okay, sorry, the wool insulation. I don't know why I called it rock wool. So your builders are gonna be very talented to do this. They're gonna cut the insulation in the right sizes for right gaps. As you can see, there's wood there, then there's insulation, wood, and certain gaps they have to fill them all in properly. Okay, just a tip that when you cut in the insulation, I'm not an expert, but what I've seen these guys do, you gotta have your goggles on, okay, because it can go into your eyes. You gotta wear a mask as well because you don't want to be breathing that stuff too much. Okay, so anyway, moving on, let me tell you a little bit about the barriers as well, because when you're putting the insulation on into the ceiling, there's gonna be gaps left. Okay, so to cover the gaps, you gotta put expanding foam in between. I'll show you some areas they've put their foam in, some areas they haven't done it yet, but they're still doing it. For example, here, if you can see, there you go, there's expanding foam there. Even by the walls, look, between the wall and the insulation, there's expanding foam there. Yeah, so they have installed this expanding foam there. Okay, so this is to avoid all the gaps. This has to be filled because it acts as a vapor barrier. You don't want any vapors coming in, and then is causing future damp as well in the ceiling. Okay, so it's very important, the highlight here, that you need to check the mist spots. Your builders should check the mist spots. If there are any spots and any edges, any corners, they're insulated properly. All the gaps are filled. There are no gaps left where any vapors or any air can get in. Air is going to cause vapor, obviously. So all the gaps, cracks have to be filled in. Okay, so that's why we need a vapor barrier as well. You can actually test the effectiveness of the insulation as well. Just for example, you can use thermal imaging, which can actually test if there are any gaps, how effective your insulation is. Okay, so I hope this video has made some sense. I've tried my best. I was trying to get too deep into it, but I know that I can't get too deep into it because I am not an expert of insulating, but I know the way I see my builders doing the job every day. I know the main bullet points, what to look for as a project manager, where to look, whether all the gaps have been covered properly, all the vapor barriers are in place. I have to check all that. When I'm doing the snagging as well, before they actually put plasterboards on this. I think tomorrow we're gonna start plasterboarding everything. Building regs have actually been in this place now. Everything's been passed, so that's brilliant stuff. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you do like the video, make sure you smash the like button, and always keep watching this space for more tips regarding property development, project management, and obviously you can join my Facebook page, Man's Academy Birmingham, where I'm always happy to help answer any of your questions. And you can join my my inner circle or my property investment as well, where I teach all these topics and much more in person. Okay, so God bless you all. Keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing, and peace out.